Okay, Paso and back to another video. This gots to go. Gots to go. Look at the lane. Oh, ooh, ooh. Oh, okay, anyway. Today is wash day. My hair needs to be washed so bad. Like, so bad it's not even funny. Look at this. I'm a little worried because I have to do a retwist too. And I don't know. It's my first retwist since interlocking my locks. So, we'll see how it goes. Also, I bought some more gel because everything that I was using before was not working, and it kept watering up and putting a white cast in my hair. We don't need that, okay? We don't need that. So it is wash day. I'm going to take y'all along the process with me to wash these babies. We're just going to excuse the shedding because I am still experiencing a little bit of postpartum shedding when it comes to like washing down here. It just seemed like they're pretty good, but yeah, so we're gonna wash the hair and then retwist and get it together because
okay, y'all, so first things first, I'm just making sure I get my hair as soaked as possible. So I'm really just spending time trying to literally drench my locks before I start the shampooing process. Also, you're going to see me putting some strands on the wall. I am 8 months postpartum, so thankfully, thank God, my postpartum shedding has not been that bad, but it still is kind of bad to where like at the end of my locks I have been shedding. So if you see me doing that, that's the reason why. Now you're going to see me going with my Dr. Bronner's peppermint soap. This is Old Faithful. There's been a lot of controversy regarding Dr. Bronner's and the new name and with his face being on the inside. I don't care. Dr. Bronner's is Old Faithful. I'm going to keep using it. It's one of the only things that seriously get my locks and my scalp squeaky clean. And it lasts a long time. Y'all, the economy is crazy. I'm not about to pay an arm and a leg for some expensive shampoo for it to only last for a little bit. This Dr. Bronner's will literally last me probably a year, if not a little bit less. When washing locks, it is very, very, very important to focus on your scalp. So that's why you will see me with this peppermint soap, really focusing on my scalp, trying to get my scalp as clean as possible, especially because I'm a gym girly, okay? Well, at home gym girly. And I sweat so bad through my scalp. And so I know good and well those roots are going to be dirty. So I am scrubbing, scratching, trying to get every last particle of dirt out of my scalp. If you care about your water bill, you can do what I'm doing, and I just turn off the water and then kind of turn it back on periodically when I just need to re-wet my hair and just really focus, like I said, on massaging and getting that peppermint soap in there and making sure I'm getting a good clean. I don't want to just sit there and run the water if I don't need to. So I'll turn it off and then do what I need to do. So now you're going to see me go over my actual lock strands. I don't do too much, especially because I don't want to cause a bunch of buildup and everything in my locks. So that's why I'm just kind of gently going over them with the soap, and you'll see me trying to squeeze the dirt out of the locks as well as I'm going over the strands. This is what the length is giving so far. Y'all, look at the inches. You can't tell me nothing, okay? Nothing. Shout out to my baby. Shout out to pregnancy. Shout out to the prenatal. Shout out to everything. Before I move on, now I'm going to start the rinsing process, the first rinsing process, just so I can go through my scalp and basically do the scratch test where I scratch in my scalp and look and make sure that there's no dirt. If there's still dirt in my scalp, then we got some more work to do.
Getting cute for it. Like back, let me show you what I do for it. Pull like the valet in a new toy. Go back, now we kissing in the food court. You the type that I would've skipped school for it. This year I got you on my mood board. I wanna live in your skin.
As you see, I obviously found some more dirt, so I'm going through it again and starting all over with the peppermint soap. And again, just trying to really focus on those areas where I know is still dirty and still needs to be cleaned. Once that is finished, then I'm going to start rinsing it out again and just repeat it, because like I said, I need my scalp to be as squeaky clean as possible.
All I want is your boy, all I want is you. All I need is your boy, all I need is you. It's just me and your boy, it's just me and you. We need somebody, tell me you got somebody. Yeah, jeez, you make it so hard to be paid. Got me wearing my heart on my sleeve.
This is my favorite shampoo, the Garnier Whole Blends Honey Treasures Repairing Shampoo. I usually always keep some type of color in my hair, even if it is just black dye. So I just love using this shampoo as a nice moisturizing shampoo in order to restore that moisture and everything back into my hair, especially after using such a harsh soap like the Dr. Bronner's peppermint soap. So now I am going in and I'm going over my strands, and I'm getting the end of my strands because I still kind of have curly ends just a little bit from when I had my ends curly. So I'm just giving some extra attention to those strands as well.
All I want is your boy, all I want is you. All I need is your boy, all I need is you. It's just me and your boy, it's just me and you. We need somebody, tell me you got somebody.
You see it, catch it. Y'all, I am really just so astonished by how long my hair has gotten. It's really insane to me.
Give it up, lead me on, but leave before the morning comes. Even though it's what we want, can't keep it tough. But I just don't wanna leave you. Might just go with the reasons why people can't make it. And secret, both gotta keep it honest, that's just a game, you know.
I'm also really making sure that I pay attention to my edges because, one, again, I sweat a lot through my edges, and two, because whenever I'm laying my edges and stuff, I don't always like wash it out completely. So I'm just really trying to make sure that I get in there. Now I am officially done. Hair is clean, scalp is clean, and we're ready to go.
Always want to lie with you. Not to what we know is no one knows but us. Nothing is rich every single time we break. Even though it's what we want, can't keep it from.
Ignore the pumping. I have to pump, but I just want to get started on my hair. So my hair feels so refreshed. Ooh, look at that. Anyway, I'm about to start on my hair. Before I do anything, I'm going to use my rose water spray to moisturize my hair. Although it is pretty soft already after using that other shampoo, And then most importantly, oil, must have. Whatever oil works for your hair, do it. It smells so good. Let me get a little bit more oil. Look at that. Healthy hair. All right, I'm putting my hair up. And then the style I'm just doing 2-strand twists. I just need something easy to do while we're at the hospital for SJ surgery. So 2-strand twist and calling it a day. So as soon as I retwist it, I'm just gonna put it right into the twist instead of waiting. This gonna have to work. I don't want to be too hard on my hair. I'm like really scared of losing.
All right, so first things first, starting with the back, y'all. I'm really so amazed with the length of my hair. Y'all gonna get tired of me. So I start with the back of the hair. Once I get out the locks that I'm using, I saw somewhere that you're not supposed to put the lock gel directly on your scalp. I don't know. So this time I did put the gel on my arm first, which I kind of feel like that helped. I don't know what the science is behind it, but I do feel like it kind of did make a bit of a difference. So I took a small amount and I added it to the root. Now, because I had just did interlocking, I did not have a lot of new growth, so I didn't want to add a bunch of lock gel to just a small amount of hair and possibly cause buildup, because last time I used lock-in I had buildup, but I think I might have gotten one of those fake ones. So hopefully this one does not cause that, because I need this to last. So I'm just kind of twisting the root around for my retwisting method, and then I am doing the locksmithing method to try to clean up my locks, because these babies are frizzy and all over the place. Here is a closer look at me locksmithing. Now, again, I did get my hair just a little bit wet with the mist before I started this to kind of help with the locksmithing process. Now that I'm done with the retwist, I am going to start the 2-stranding process, and I have already started to pre-soak my rubber bands in oil just because I do not need any more breakage at the end of my locks. So I want the rubber bands to be as moisturized as possible to not pull out my hair. Don't text me, don't text me. And voila, the first one is done, period. Here's what we're looking like so far. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this is probably the cleanest my retwisting been in a minute. I don't know if it's the gel, I don't know if it was the interlocking from a month ago, but look at that scalp, okay? No sir, no sir, no sir, no sir, no sir, no sir. No make back, but I ain't got a chauffeur. I'm in it for the bread, put you in a toaster. Yes, sir.
flexer. You know that it's a go, cause big my jacket checker. Pop one pill, but it's a double decker. Yes, sir. I ain't talking schools, I'm waiting on a transfer. Send a pussy boy to meet my ancestors. Put up on the block, it's hot flaming Chester. Yes, sir. I just flew a bitch in from Manchester. They took me to jail, I should've smacked the rester. I'm about the car flexing like Sylvester. No, sir. No, sir. Bitches pulled up in an I-8 roaster. Sure, talk too much, told that bitch no, sir. Hey, I'm fucking crying on my fucking shoulder. $100 staking on.
Here is a little progress update. Y'all, you see the scalp? Okay, clean retwist. So less than halfway through, I decided to use my comb and use my comb to apply the gel. So here I am trying to part the hair as well as possible. Started off a little suspect, but you know, started to do what it needed to do. You can start to see the scalp come to life, okay?
Bitch keep calling the phone, I had to send an error. I won't call you back, well I can't remember.
Now I am taking the gel and applying it right to my root with the comb, and I honestly think this helped like a lot in order to get some really crispy chicken clean parts and to help for my retwist and my roots to look as snatched as possible. Now you see me closing my eyes because I'm not gonna hold you. My head is a little tender-headed. Like, this is a little tight. Like, my hair right now is a little tight. So, I did not want to twist too tight to where my brain was squeezing. And again, I told y'all, I'm a new mama. I'm postpartum, okay? I'm not trying to squeeze my hair too tight to where I feel like my hair is going to fall out my head, all right? God has given me grace, and I'm only experiencing some shedding. I know some people who have lost whole locks. I do not want to be that person.
So good, I found a long time. Every time it been the case, well done. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll put you on a stretcher. This bitch $5, no crying, no I sweat there. Yeah, we. Spending all of my money, trying to see what's up. I can do this all day like it ain't nothing. Black car, party in the back.
So because I just be doing stuff, I've had to combine some locks. So now my lock count is uneven. Here you're going to see me combine 3 locks and do 3 strand twists. So I took 2 of those lighter color locks together and basically tried to blend them as one, if that makes sense. And then started my usual 2-strand twist, and it actually went really well. Thank you to TikTok, because I was over here thinking that this was really difficult, but they made the process a lot easier. So boom, it looks like, you know, every other one, just a little bit thicker, but I think it works.
Ain't got no problem spending all of my money, trying to see what's up. I can do this all day like it ain't nothing. Shot a dick, big girl in a sticker. Every time she do it for me and my niggas. And a friend do it with her. She don't even like girls, but a stack and make a kiss her. Go and kiss her, go and kiss her, go and kiss her. She don't even like girls, but a stack and make a kiss her. Go and kiss her, go and kiss her, go and kiss her. She keeps fucking around all watch, dismiss her. Go and kiss her. She niggas rock and jiggle. Put on the shorty, and go in. Booty bigger than the Samoan. I'm niggas game every time shorty go in. Shorty go in, shorty go in. Booty in the go in. Slow motion, I'm so gone up patrol. I don't know.
We are nearing the end. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Oh my goodness. And I'm so happy that I decided to do my hair when I did, because SJ had a long appointment on Thursday. So trying to get this done and just be extremely tired the night before was not going to work. So I'm so happy I did it when I could. But you can see we are making progress and it is looking good.
My Lord, what you lied to you if she said I'm paid. for a nigga 99 broads, 99 broads. Can't nobody do from the 99th floor. I'm like, my lord, when she down on my balls. Got a hood bitch with a shit, scared to take the charge. Ryan in the car, you don't know what you saw. She was just in the bras, I'm lighting up a cigar. It was riding me up, know why you burn like a star. I just sit back and laugh at the irony of it all. Get up, dance, go, get up, dance, go. Watch a nigga throw a grain of soul on that camera toe. You be like, damn boy, why you come to that hard? The whole team smashed it, yeah, know it, dog. Ain't even know it, dog. Tell the guy to the stage, and see the nigga dog, throwing that ass for days. Booty going up.
Here I am oh my goodness, I swear, with pumping and stuff, and like I said, stopping to cook dinner, and I feel like just having longer hair, like my retwist takes way longer than used to when I first started twisting my own hair.
Just come in, don't treat you some ways. You see me out in public, you don't know me, people silent. In the bitch, you might be screaming, but I'll say that deep in quiet. You honestly, I'm
Ooh, baby, when I tell you, I cannot believe that I'm done. I think I've managed to finish before midnight. Now, most importantly, I'm going in and I'm oiling my scalp. You want to make sure your hair and your scalp is so moisturized. So I went in with this rosemary oil that I got, literally just oiling all over my scalp just to make sure it's nice, shiny, and moisturized. Just to make sure that I set my hair, I am about to go in with some mousse. It literally squirted all over my hair. Like, I definitely go overdose with the mousse. I just feel like you can never have too much mousse. So after I do this, I'm gonna go and put the dryer on my hair, maybe for about 20-30 minutes. I just don't want to go to bed with wet hair, even if it is in a style.
bitches in my business, got me out churches for brains. If you see me out in public, you wanna keep it silent. And your mind is screaming, but should I keep it?
I hope y'all enjoyed this video. It literally took me forever to get on my hair. What did I do? I took a break for dinner, and I had to pump 3 times. So yeah, but I'm happy I got my hair done and out the way, and this should last me at least a month. I'm gonna make it work for at least a month, even if I have to redo some stuff in the front. So for more lock content, make sure you do what? Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.